Hello guys, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to set up a new tank just behind my huge reef tank. But this is not going to be a reef tank. This is just the nano tank, including a back sump which is in black color. And I think this video will be awesome. And let's go into the video. First of all, I would like to say this tank is not I bought. This tank is specially I made by myself, which is a DIY tank. This is just a copy of my huge tank, the Nano Marine 5, but it's a nano tank also, but it's quite large compared to this is the large stage of the nano. And I just copied the sump. Like this tank has a back sump, but with this I can do a back sump because the fish can't swim a lot, so I made it like a side sump. They have tanks like side sumps also, so I just made it and have a return pump there, and there's an outlet for the water and have 4 inlets to the water in, and everything is doing great. I have a freshwater light. Since this is just a cost effective way to build a marine tank, I build just with the basic items that I can get in a freshwater store also. But the salt you can get there. Okay, first of all, let's get started with our lights. The lights is just I bought in Lazada for 20 ringgits only. Another light for which I use for my Nano Marine 5 is very expensive, more than 500 ringgits. But this is very cheap. And this one, the one here, this is just a 200 ringgit one, but that's expensive also. It has 2 modes. The new light also have the 2 modes, but that one is a more dimmer, so I can wear any colors. But I can wear colors if I put the white light mode. Wait, let me show you. Okay, you can see it has the remote here. This remote has something like turn. Okay, the turn is a blue color. This is the very dimmest light in this tank, so I won't use it. I am going to turn it to the white light. This is the brightest that I have told just now, because these white lights are more spectrum compared to the ones, but we can't see the actual colors. So I would like to test with the Zoantics that this tank is okay or not, because I want to try the low light corals and the hardest coral I have, because I want to test that this tank is capable for corals or not. So I think it will be success. This tank will be success. This fully you can see the backdrops, the side, everything is made up from plastic. It's similar to the acrylic, but it looks like plastic. That's all. And everything I made by myself. You can see the stickers behind and the tank itself, but not the tank itself is my own made, because the tank is a curvious tank which is imported. So they will do in the warehouse, they will mold the glass, then only they can do this. If I buy normal one, means I can do also, because my both marine tanks are the molded one. You can see the sideways are molded, and the plastic tub also molded one. That's normal for plastic tubs. So it's for now. I'm going to add the water and cycle it first with the salt water. So first of all, let's get started with the filling up the tank. Okay guys, now I'm going to fill up the water. So here is the RODI 20 liter water. I think this 20 liter is enough. It's very heavy, so I think I will need a chair. Let me take it. Okay, here is the chair for me to put this water can. Oh my god, it's very heavy guys. I think it's roughly about 30 to 40 kgs, because water is very heavy. So I think I can't pour it right away. So guys, I think I will need something like a bucket. Let me get it. Okay guys, now I'm going to pour that into this bucket. I think you can see because the camera doesn't cover that. So, what I did is splash, but that's not a problem. I will do it. Okay, for now this much is enough. So I'm going to pour this into the tank. Since this doesn't have a handle because I broke it, so I'm going to pour like this. Okay, the sump is now getting water slowly. Hopefully no way it's going to get wet. Next, I can straight away add the water because it's not that much heavy. Oh my god, it's very very painful guys. Take out the water like this. Okay guys, I already filled up the tank and I think it is roughly about 20 liters because this water bucket is full of 20 liters. So I poured I think almost all water in that tank. So I think that's roughly about 20 liters. So it's going to be a fight because that tank has been crashed yesterday. So I set up yesterday. So that versus this just 1 day difference. So let's see which tank survives the most. So I think the big tank will survive the most because usually the biggest one have the less danger. But who knows, this tank should be okay because I want to add a little bit amount of fish only. I'm going to add a pair of clowns and a ras or a damsel, that's all. So I think it will do great. So let's do some rock works. For doing the rock works, we are going to add the salt. The salt that I'm using, and the preferred one is Aquaforest Rich Salt. I personally won't use the normal sea salt mixes because the normal ones don't have the special requires for the corals. I think I will add some corals and little bit adding. I think it will cost about 2.5 cups. You must pour like this a little bit by little bit, then only the salt can dissolve faster. Okay, my first cup now. I'm going to add the second cup. Now I add a little bit faster because I'm going to stir it. A little bit more. I think this much enough, but we don't know yet. I'm going to use the refractometers. Some salt has been entered the sample, so Okay, we need to add a little bit more salt. You see, now the salt level is 1.016 and 1.017 in between. So I need to add a little bit, half cup. Okay, I add ready. Let's see whether it's okay or not. We already add the salt and everything have dissolved. So now we are going to set up the sump. So first I have to tell you what I am using. So to the floss, this is the pure marine blocks and have some bio rings and a pure marine block also, and have the rebels and the pebbles inside this. This is ammonia, phosphate and nitrate diffuser. So we are going to use this. So let me show you how I'm going to use this. Okay, guys. First I'm going to add this thing inside the first partition that I have prepared. So you just slide it into the partition. Okay. Now next I'm going to add the floss on top of it. Okay, put the floss in. Let's add second to the floss. So I'm going to add the both of them. So next I'm going to put this under first, and next these things. Add. Okay guys, we already add everything. And this tank, since this is a nano drip tank, I'm not going to add any skimmers that I have in my Nano Marine 5, but that skimmer is also not working now. So I'm going to try without a skimmer first. So I think the setup is now ready. So now we are going to add the rockscapes. So for that I'm going to use some different types of rocks. For that I have 4 types of rocks, 3 types of rocks. First, lava rocks, flattened rocks and the molten rocks. These types of 3 rocks I'm going to use for the system. So now I'm going to take out a little bit of water to avoid the overflow. So I'm going to take a little bit the water from there. Take out a little bit of water. So now it starts scaling. The scape can be on your own creative. So you don't need to follow my instructions. But for now I want to show you guys how to scape, and I'm going to represent my Nano Marine 5. So I'm going to add the same kind of caping, which is cave landscaping. So I will have some cave systems in that. So okay, so then I'm going to have this thing on the side like this, so that the fish can swim here, go underneath, go here, so that the fish can have more swimming space. So that's all. So if you can ask, I want to add sand or not. For this setup, I want to let it be like this because I don't want to have some nitrate spikes. For the ammonia spike, I have a medicine called nitrifying bacteria by Tropic Marine, and I'm going to add that for the not the ammonia and nitrites. So I use that. For the nitrates, I will be getting out some water and add some other normal water changes. So we don't need any special filtrations like calcium reactors, the chlorine skimmers. So I think that's all. Okay guys, that's all about this system. This is a very cost effective system. We don't need any special instruments, so we can do it in this system only. So now I'm going to turn on the light into the white. This is my favorite one because it has both white and blue. So I think that's all. New collection of tank. I think this tank will be angelfish tank. At starting I tell the clownfish one, but I want to add the clownfish in this, or it can be a quarantine tank also. I'm not sure. I think I will do it as a quarantine tank for the fish, so it will be good. And I will add, if possible, I will add my all-time favorite, which is coral beauty angel, or I will add emperor angels. But emperor angel, this tank is very small. I want to add the dwarf varieties so that the fish can live happily. But I will improve the tank in future for the fish. If I didn't buy means, I will do it with the prawns. So that's all in this video. Thank you for watching this video. We'll be in the next video. Until then, this is Praveen. Plus, I'm now in the Predator. Thank you. Bye bye.